Welcome to the Healthy Christian Podcast. This podcast is dedicated to empowering Christians to live a fulfilled life by integrating biblical principles with practical steps. Whether you're seeking to deepen your faith, enhance your physical health, or improve your overall well-being, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Healthy Christian Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 1, where we are going to be talking about how to be healthy physically. And in this season, we're really going to be diving into food and how to use food so we can be healthy. Today's episode, we are going to be talking about the introduction to fasting. We're going to kick off having a conversation about food, saying how not to have food and to use it for the right things. Let's begin to talk about fasting, what it is, and why we fast. The first thing you have to think about, process when it comes to fasting is, why are you considering fasting? Why do you want to fast? Your reason for fasting is going to determine everything moving forward. You have a couple of different ways of approaching this. Yes, there's a health benefit to fasting, but why do you want to fast from a health standpoint? If that's your choice, if that's the main thing driving you, then why? What is going on with your body that you're not happy with? What's happening with you physically that could be causing health issues or concern that's driving you and your desire to fast? That's the first thing you have to realize, because your goals are going to be set around that. There's a bunch of different types of fast that we're going to review quickly in this introduction episode, but that is really important. Why? Do you have gut issues going on? Are there some other health issues, weight loss, whatever it is? Be honest with yourself and the reasons that you want to fast. That's the first thing you need to realize. As you're considering why, from a spiritual standpoint, fasting is so important to your walk in your life. Why? Because you need to understand how to say no. Fasting is a spiritual discipline. It's a physical discipline when it comes to your health, but there's also a spiritual component to fasting. Listen to what Isaiah 58 verse 6 says. Is this not the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the straps of the yoke, and to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? This is God speaking on his heart and desire about fasting. There's over 40 scriptures in the Bible that talk about fasting, how to fast, how not to fast. Fasting is a biblical principle that God has actually designed for us in your life to remove the distractions, to remove all of our desires and pleasing ourselves, and to really focus on him and what's happening in our lives. Why are you fasting? That's the first question you've got to answer in order for this to be a successful fast. Number 2 is, what kind of fast or what type of fast are you going to go on? If it's health related, then you need to identify the kind of fast that are going to help you overcome these things from a health standpoint. If it's spiritual, then, the Bible lays out some ways to fast from a spiritual standpoint so you can press into God. So your types of fast are really important, and I just want to talk about a few of those with you really quickly, just to give you an overview on the different types of fast. This is not every single kind of fast. I just want to get your mind thinking around the different types of fasting. And the first one, which is very popular, you may have already done a fast like this already but didn't even know it, is intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting is simply just going without a meal, going without something for a short period of time. And there is a lot of different types of intermittent fasting. If you can think about it, there's probably a different form of intermittent fasting. But the ones that are really popular are going a day without food, or 3 days, or a weekend. Believe it or not, every single night when you go to bed and you wake up, you've been on a fast. The entire time you've been asleep, your body has been in a fasting state. This is why they call it breakfast, to break a fast. You've been on a fast at night, and this is important for your body to have a time of rest and to heal and to break down so many things that's happened during the day. So intermittent fasting, very popular, very beneficial, tons of research out there on intermittent fasting. Another kind of fast is a reset fast. And this is really where you feel like there's something in your life that's not right, not healthy, and you want to reset and kind of start over. From a physical health standpoint, this could be like a gut fast, like you're going to do a kind of fast that's going to clean out your gut, allow you to kind of reabsorb good nutrients again to heal your gut. This is a very beneficial kind of fast. It can do wonders for your health. There's a mind fast where you're not eating or drinking something really to have control over your mind. As you know, there is so much going on in our minds, so much is clouding our judgment, and to have a mental reset is very healthy, and there's fast out there that really help with that. There's also a sugar fast is another form of a reset fast, and your body craves sugar. And if we're not careful, we'll get in the cycle of eating foods that are high in sugar over and over again, and then our body craves it more and more and more. A reset sugar fast is very healthy for your body. Another kind of fast is a plant-based fast. And this is where, you probably figured it out, you're only going to eat mainly foods that come from the ground. Your herbs, your plants, your nuts, your seeds, those kind of things, and no meat. That's kind of the typical way to look at a plant fast is no meat. One of the things that's really popular in the Christian realm is what you call the Daniel fast, kind of lines up with this. And this fast can be found in the book of Daniel in the Bible, chapter 10, and it talks about what Daniel did during this time for that fast. So a pretty simple, straightforward way can bring tons of health benefits from giving your body a break of eating and processing meat. Another really popular fast, which I actually just got done with, is a liquid fast. And a liquid fast, as I'm sure you can figure out, is just liquids. It's really popular during this time to get your vegetables and fruit in the form of a liquid where you blend them up. A key to this fast is making sure that you're just not consuming a bunch of sugar. A lot of times it's easy to just go to a store and buy a smoothie or something like that, but the key to a liquid fast is still getting in real natural fruit or vegetables that are still going to have the fiber in it that our body needs. And with the liquid fast, you can go a little longer with that. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But a liquid fast, again, a very popular option to give your body a break into processing foods to allow your gut and your digestive system to have a break. Super healthy and helpful. Another one's a water fast, very similar to a liquid fast, but with this one, you're only going to drink water. And this one is tough. If you've ever been on a liquid fast, you know this one can be very difficult, not only challenging to your mind, but your body is drained, and that's meant to be on purpose. With the liquid fast, you're really challenging your body to dive into storage, to get its nutrients, and to rethink the way that it's been using and processing food. So depending on your diet, your body may be used to a lot of sugar. It may be used to a high fat or high protein kind of a diet. But when you remove all of that out, it challenges your body to say, where am I going to get this nutrients from, to operate in different ways. And when a water fast, you'll have all kinds of ups and downs and mood swings there. Very challenging to your mind, mentally and emotionally, and a great fast to press into God spiritually from, because it challenges you. Also, after a water fast, you actually have what they call a dry fast, which is pretty much nothing. No water, no food. You are just giving your body a big break. And these fasts are definitely recommended that you seek the advice of your doctor and medical professional These fasts aren't very popular because it's very hard on your body to not have any nutrients, any resources, and it's really not something that you're going to do often or for very long. But that's just a brief overview of the different kinds of fasts, and in each one of these types of fast, there's a lot of different ways to do it. And there's different versions and variations, and even over the years, let's just say you intermittent fast a few times a year. Over the years, you're going to get better at it. Your body is going to get more adjusted to it, and your body will be able to process those kind of fats and fast healthier and in a better way. So I really want to encourage you to think through the different types of fast. Again, filtering through, are you fasting from a health problem, or is it spiritual, or maybe even a little combination of both? So let's also talk about how you're going to fast. And this is really determining your length. How long are you going to fast? Intermittent fasting, this is something that people do almost your entire lifetime. I mean, every night you go to sleep, you've got a form of intermittent fasting. And so you can have a form of intermittent fasting every week of your life going forward. But it depends on the kind of intermittent fast that you're doing. A reset fast, you can do probably once a quarter or once a month. You can have these kind of a fast to reset your body and make sure that it's aligned and healthy and doing the right things. A plant-based fast is usually based on your health, how your body is processing certain foods and vegetables. There may be foods that you take out of your life forever. I remember one time when I fasted dairy, and when I began to put dairy back into my body rejected it and did not like it, and I was bloated all the time and began to have problems. But before that fast, I didn't have any issues. Well, now I know dairy really isn't good for me and my body, and I have to be mindful of the time that I'm adding that into my diet. A liquid fast, this is not something you're going to do long term. A liquid fast is usually no more than a week when you do a liquid fast, just because it's so hard and taxing on your body. A water fast, usually 1 to 3 days, kind of 3 days max with only drinking water. You can achieve the max benefits there of a liquid fast in 1 to 3 days. And then a dry fast is usually no more than 12 hours. Even very rarely a whole day you'll go without eating or drinking anything because it's so hard on your body. But here's the key to the how. It takes commitment. However you're going to do the fast, however long, you need to be committed to this, and you need to share this commitment with other people that can hold you accountable. Now, Scripture is clear. God does not want us to boast and to post on social media and to brag to everybody that we're on this fast and we're being super spiritual or bragging, but it is important that you stay accountable to someone during the fast because you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up. It's going to be hard and difficult with your mind and physically and sometimes even emotionally. So you need people in your corner that's going to help you commit to this and stay true. So whenever you decide why you're doing it and you decide what you're going to do, you need to share how you're going to do it with at least one person that's going to help you. And if you can fast with someone, that's even better because you can encourage each other, share how it's going, and to get some feedback into that. So let's talk about next steps as we begin to wrap up here. Some next steps from this is begin to write down your why. Write it down, process it, think about why would you want to do a fast. Share that why with people, and as you determine your why, whether it's mainly health related or spiritually, begin to do some research around that. Find people who are experts in this field, talk to your doctor, talk to other health experts that are familiar with fasting, that got experience in this area. Talk to some friends and leaders and family that have experience in fasting and begin to do some research so you can identify the what. Like, what type of fast do you want to do? Only in digging and research are you going to be able to identify the type of fast that's going to be best for your goal. Then who is the person that is going to help you in this fast journey? Identify that person. Begin to think about right now, who's the person you know you can share with, a friend or family member that's going to be able to hold you accountable and really help you in this next season. And so I want to help you in this next season as you begin to navigate what it's like to fast. Is I want to give you a few good resources and people that I trust that have proven to be good experts in this field. And one is actually a book called Essential Fasting by Jordan Rubin and Dr. Josh Axe. These are two people, you can follow them on social media. They have done a phenomenal job of describing and helping out a healthy journey. They have a ton of content out there to help you, not only in fasting, but in eating healthy and living a healthy life. But he's got a great book on that. If you want to read about it, it's called Essential Fasting. Also, Dr. Mindy, when you go to look her up, she has an amazing program that you can be a part of to help you get in a community of people already fasting every single month. And she has solid content that teaches you some different forms of fasting and dives in way beyond this introduction that me and you have been talking about here today. She can give you details and more practical tips on how to dive in and a community that can support you in this. She's someone that I have followed and has helped me along my fasting journey to make sure I'm doing it healthy and that it's producing the results I want. The last thing you want to do is fast and hurt your body or have drawbacks or setbacks. So make sure that you educate yourself, talk to your doctor, research good, trusted people in this industry. Don't just trust anybody when it comes to your health on fasting. I really believe as you dive in to this world of fasting, you will see so many physical health benefits spiritually. You'll become closer to God. You'll be able to hear his voice and remove distractions like you never have before. So whether it's healthy or spiritually, I want to encourage you to try fasting, see what's right for you, and you'll be amazed at how it begins to transform your physical, healthy life. So I hope you find this encouraging, and I look forward to many more conversations this season on how to live a physical, healthy life. Thank you for tuning in to the Healthy Christian Podcast. Now it's your turn to put these principles we've discussed into action. We'd love to hear how they've impacted you. Please rate, review, and share the podcast with others. Join us on social media to continue the conversation and share your insights. Until next time, stay healthy.